friends, welcome back to my channel Infinite Trade. My name is Robin and let's do a Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for tomorrow. So before we begin the discussion, yesterday there was a solid selling that happened across the Indian market, and I hope most of you all would have made money. And the Bank Nifty and Nifty both went exactly as per analysis. We expected a sell-off and it definitely came into the market. So now what next? If you see, Bank Nifty is clearly standing at a support with a strong red candle, and will the sell-off continue is what we are going to discuss further. But right now, if you see, it is clearly at a very important and a crucial support. If this breaks, then the fall could be very intense, and however, we might find small supports at around 40,900, which is this swing, and eventually a good support lies somewhere close to around 39,600 or 39,500. But before we think about that fall, we have a very important budget day coming up on the 1st of Feb, and also the same day we also have the US Fed meet. So we have to see what do we do at that point of time, because right now the trend seems that it is in the plan of going down further. But before the budget, do we take halt or do we reverse is something which we'll have to look for. So let's quickly discuss the data like we always do. So the data was astonishing for me. Why? Because this is the biggest number I have ever seen since the time I have been doing this analysis. So on just one single day, FIs managed to close about 48,500 index longs or index future longs in one day. Okay, this is a huge number, and they just closed about 992 shorts. So what does this mean is it brings up to a place wherein the longs have reduced significantly. If you look at this, on Thursday we had 86,660 longs against a short of 63,153. So the net number was 23,500 on the positive side. So the index future was looking bullish. Now this 86,000 figure suddenly came to 38,000. Okay, so nearly reduced by more than half. But the shorts are still at 62,000. So now bringing the difference exactly opposite. The 23,500 we were, the difference was on the bullish side, and now 24,000 on the bearish side. But this figure doesn't say that the market is bearish, but the figure definitely says that all the bull positions have been closed by FIs, so even they are not sure where the market is heading up to. So if they would have added some shorts like maybe 10,000 or 15,000, then we could have imagined that so FIs are getting bearish, but we do not see any figure like that at the moment. So we'll have to see what figures that they build up in the coming week, that is tomorrow and on Monday. So these 2 days figures will be very important for us to plan the budget coming up. Looking at the options, the rollover position says that the call shorts are more than the put shorts, and for the pros it is exactly opposite. The long on the puts are more than the call longs. So it is clear that tomorrow we'll have to wait for the positions to be created by both the big parties. And it is also very important that we keep an eye on the option chain tomorrow and also throughout the week, so that we closely monitor the activity that these big players do. So right now, what the data says, the data isn't bearish, but definitely it is not bullish. Okay, so we could consider that uh, the market is on a little bit of neutral to bearish side. Okay, so similarly, Nifty has not come down until the low. The low was around 17,770. It did not come till that place. It is somewhere close to 17,900. So it still has some space on the downside. So I think now let's quickly discuss what levels should we be trading tomorrow. So the first thing that I wanted to tell you all is whenever we see such a big candle, what happens is nobody imagine, or nobody would have imagined a fall of more than 1,000 points in a day. Okay, so basically no one is actually prepared for such a big fall, because see, there were small candles going up, and suddenly we could see a very big candle. So nobody has the tendency or the mindset to be prepared for such a big fall. Even FIs would not have such a tendency or a mindset. Okay, so why I'm discussing this? So obviously tomorrow, if the market opens flat and if it starts moving up, or if the market opens gap up, that will again come back for a selling. Okay, so that is one of the reason why we are standing at a dangerous zone, and we could break this zone also, but that depends how much gap up we do. So now let's go back to our smaller time frame, and we'll also activate all the lines. You could hear some background noise in the video. There's some program in my apartment, so please excuse me. So these are the levels that we have at the moment. Let me just show you all what levels I have. So one is I have drawn a Fibonacci from the recent swing high of 24th January to yesterday's low. Okay, so the right side levels that you see, these are the Fibonacci levels which belong to that. These two lines are a couple of my own support and resistances. And on the downside, if you see, these lines are basically the Fibonacci levels which I have drawn from. Let me also show you that this swing low to the all-time high. Okay, so if you draw this, so I've removed that Fibonacci to avoid some confusions, and I have manually marked those lines. So this is 0.786, 618, and 0.5. Okay, so keep this in mind. And the 0.382 level coincides with the level which I have marked as something called as sharp bounce. So this is that level 41,569. So VWAP fell significantly because of the market fall. So this area could act as a strong resistance for Bank Nifty tomorrow. So what are we going to do is, see, we already have a sharp selling candle, and second time when we saw retracement, we again saw a sharp selling. So what we are going to do is, if Bank Nifty opens flat, and by chance if it moves to say 41,900 to 42,000, okay, we are definitely going to take a PE trade or a short position. Okay, what should be the target? The first target should be 41 600, or maybe 41,550. So this is your first target. A quick 300-point fall is something that we can expect. In case of a gap up right at this place, you can definitely go for a put. So what I normally do is, for example, say if we are opening here, so I'll wait for a candle to close at this place, and in this retest, I'll buy a put, and the target would be same around 41,550 to 41,600. So this is my target. So these are the two kind of trades that we are planning. In case of flat opening, and if it's coming down, we'll wait here. Uh, we'll wait for a confirmation to see if it's really going down and breaking the low further. If that happens, we'll take a trade at a retest, a put trade, and a target should be 41,045. Okay, another 500 points fall is something that we can expect further. Uh, and if we take a trade here, we can also expect this target to come if it breaks down further. So keep these levels in your mind. And sometimes, if it opens flat and if it breaks this low, it becomes a very obvious trade. And I really don't like that kind of trade. But I would be happy if, the market goes up, or if it opens with a gap up anywhere around our resistance, I'll definitely go for a short trade. So mark these levels. These levels are quite really important. Uh, so where should we go for buying? Buying, no plans as of now, until and unless we see that the market comes for buying. So just in case, if tomorrow, if we see a big green candle, say it comes from this place to this place, then we could, probably think that, okay, the market is taking a reversal, maybe because it is already at a important support. Okay. And the second thing is, the budget is nearing, so maybe they do not want to go down, something we could make out. But tomorrow we cannot definitely plan a bullish trade. So this is my view on Nifty. Let's quickly discuss bank. Sorry, this is my new one, Bank Nifty. Now let's quickly discuss Nifty. So Nifty, what we are going to do is, so all that you do is just mark this as a trend line, and whenever it closes below 17,875, so if it opens flat and breaks down the level, breaks 17,875, we will go for a put trade, and the next target should be 17,775. A quick 100 points fall is something that you can expect. An important support lies at 17,500. You could expect the fall until this place tomorrow. Okay, just in case if it opens gap up, say it's opening somewhere here around 79.49.50, we'll wait for Nifty to close below this candle, and then we could go for a put trade around at 79.40. Otherwise, if it opens gap up and travels to this place, which is around 18,000 or 18,040 or 18, so this is the resistance from 18,025 to 18,040. This place you should definitely not leave. In case you get Nifty at this place, definitely you can go for a put. We can expect a fall until 17,910, so which could be another almost 120 130 points fall. Okay, so again, buying, we are not really looking at in both the markets, at least for tomorrow. What in case if it opens gap down? So if it opens gap down, say around 17,774, this is an important support. Like, as Bank Nifty is stopped at the sharp bounce place, this is the sharp bounce for Nifty. Definitely we can expect Nifty to take support and do some recovery. So we could plan a call trade here at this place in case if Nifty opens here. Okay, but only if we see a reversal. And also be vigilant in watching the option chain, that could give us a clear picture. Similarly, Bank Nifty, if it opens around 41,200 or 300, something like that, then we could expect some recovery coming up in the market. Okay, so this is my view on Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. FIs are definitely not bullish at the moment because they are continuously selling in the cash market, and the removal of 48,000 future longs has definitely would have dented a lot of people's sentiment. So be careful in the coming days until the budget is announced and the market takes a proper trend. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.